How we doing today, YouTube? D-Ski from D-Ski Grills back with another cooking video. And today we're making smoked beef short ribs on the Gateway drum smoker. So let me show you the ingredients we'll be using today. First and foremost, we will be using bovine bold, okay? So bovine bold will be our spice for today's cook. That's what we're gonna go heavy on these awesome short ribs. So I have about 6 pounds of beef short ribs. We will hit them with the bovine bold, let them sit on the cutting board, come up to room temperature for about 30 or 40 minutes while we go prep the grill. Now, the plan is after about 3 hours of hitting them with smoke, and I think we'll use pecan smoke for today, we will then make a braising liquid. Now with that braising liquid, what we'll be using is broth, carrots, garlic, green onion, white onion, and 2 different peppers, the red and the orange bell pepper. So that's all we'll do for that braising liquid. Now the plan behind that is get that all mixed up, put those awesome short ribs that's been smoking for about 3 hours in that braising pan and let them continue breaking down in there. So you know what we'll do. I will take you guys to the cutting board, show you step by step how we're gonna make these awesome smoked beef short ribs. And then we'll get them out on the Gateway drum smoker and go through the whole process. I wanna thank you as always for joining me, and let's get cooking. So I just cleaned these beef ribs up a little bit, took a little bit of the fat cap off. So what I want you to see is the beautiful marbling on the beef short ribs. These are gonna be absolutely awesome. So making these things delicious is all about breaking it down. So cooking them low and slow, getting all of this fat to render down, which you know the fat is nothing but flavor. So what we're gonna do now is hit them again with the bovine bold and let them sit on this cutting board while we go get the grill ready. So let's do that real quick. So this is bovine bold, that is the name of this, and it is by Plowboys Barbecue. This is one of the original rubs I started using when I started my channel. Love this stuff. So I looked back, I said, man, I got another bottle of bovine bold. Let's put that on these short ribs. So that's what we're gonna use for today. All right, so that's what we got. We'll let these sit on the cutting board and let's go out and get this grill ready. Okay, YouTube, we are outside at the drum smoker. I just filled it up with Kingsford charcoal. So all I'm gonna do now is put 1 wax cube in and let's go ahead and get this baby fired up. So 1 is all we need. We're gonna be shooting again for about 275 degrees on this cook. So once we get this going, we'll let it ash over and then we'll add our smoking wood. So remember what I told you, we'll be using pecan today for this cook. So we'll be using pecan wood. All right. Okay, that is taking hold. Once the charcoal ashes over, we'll probably add 3 pieces of pecan. We'll get them pretty close to the fire once it ashes over. Then we'll get the grill grate in place and add these beautiful short ribs. So I'll check back with you guys in a second. I'm probably also gonna add the barbecue guru and go ahead and put that in place and let it regulate this thing so I can move it about and do some other things. Because we're gonna smoke for about 3 hours before we do anything else. Okay, thanks for joining me. I'll see you guys when it's time to put these awesome beef short ribs on. Okay, we are back. So as you can see, the grill is at 263 degrees. We're gonna go ahead now and get the pecan wood added and then add our short ribs. Now we're shooting for 275 degrees, but as we open this up, it will get a lot hotter fast, so we can go ahead and start right now. All right, I'll go ahead and hang this to the side. We have a really, really nice bed of coals in there, as you can see. So we'll go ahead and add our smoke wood. And just 3 chunks, be all we need. All right, that's added. Now let's go ahead and add our short ribs. So I'll go ahead now and add our grill grate. And then we're gonna add us some awesome short ribs right on top of this grill rack right now. We're going bone side down. Okay, folks, there we go. We're gonna go ahead and get this closed up and let it do its thing. I'll check back with you guys in about 3 hours. I'll take you up close and let you see what we got. Isn't that beautiful? That is 12 awesome short ribs on the Gateway drum smoker. Again, we'll get it closed up. I'll get back with you guys in about 2 or 3 hours and let you see where we're at. Okay, so for our braising liquid, we're gonna go ahead first and we're gonna put some broth in. And what I wanna do is add about a cup of broth. That's about all we need. Now this is more for steaming than anything else, okay? So about a cup of broth. I have a mixture that I have together also of Maggi, also has Worcestershire sauce, and we also have a little bit of brown sugar. Okay, so we're gonna get that poured in as well. We will also go ahead and introduce our awesome veggies. So first we'll come on in with our red peppers, our orange peppers. We'll go ahead and add our onions and carrots. And our green onions as well. Beautiful colors. Now again, when you're doing cooking and you're cooking with all sorts of different colors, you are making something magnificent, because all of these fresh veggies, they all have their own flavor profiles that they bring to your meat, okay? So look how beautiful that looks. Let's get this spread out a little bit. Okay, last but not least, let's add our fresh garlic. And I will spread that kind of throughout this. Okay, so that's our braising liquid. So what I'm gonna do now, folks, is go ahead and bring in our short ribs and we will introduce those into this pan. I'll see you guys in a bit. Okay, we are back. So I just want to show you how beautiful and brown and the color that we have on these short ribs. I'm gonna go ahead and pull them off and then we'll head on inside and add them to the braising liquid. So at this point, we have our color, but we don't have the tenderness. And that is to be expected, okay? So we shot for 160 degrees on the inside of our thickest part of these short ribs. So we've already got the color we want. Now we're gonna work on breaking them down and getting them tender. I'll meet you guys at the cutting board. Okay, we are back inside. You can see just how beautiful the bark is that we've already achieved from using this bovine bold. Again, we have an internal temperature of 160 degrees on these awesome short ribs. You can see the pullback they've already achieved. Now, they are not tender by any means yet, but they are definitely cooked and full of smoke flavor so far. So now it's time to break them down and get them tender. So I'm gonna move this to the side. And let's bring over our braising liquid. Okay, so next steps, folks. So what we're gonna do now is go ahead and start adding our short ribs in the broth, okay? So let's just get to moving some pieces around. Get these babies all introduced into these awesome veggie flavors. That's what this is all about. Okay, folks, this is what we have, all right? So we'll go ahead now and get these foiled up. I'll get these foiled, and we'll do that right now. So after foiling these, it's back to the smoker we go. And then we'll just let these continue cooking until they get soft. So it shouldn't take any more than another hour, maybe hour and a half max. And we're gonna have us some awesome short ribs to enjoy this evening. So with this braising liquid, we have introduced a steam that's not only going to break down these, but all our flavors, our garlic, our peppers, our carrots, they're all gonna infuse into these short ribs and just make this flavor unreal, okay? So I'm gonna get it back on the smoker right now, and then we'll check back when they get tender. I'll see you guys in a bit. Okay, so we're back on the drum smoker. What I want to do is go ahead and add our food probe back into the largest part of one of these short ribs so we can kind of monitor in between and see when we're getting up to the temperature we're trying to achieve. So let's get this opened up. Okay, so you remember I wrapped it. I'm going to go ahead and unloosen one side here. See what we can do with getting this pit probe added. All right, so here these babies are. Okay, here's our food probe. Let's go inside of this baby right here, okay? And then go ahead and get this baby wrapped back up. No problem. We'll get it wrapped and sealed back up. And what we're gonna have now is a braising liquid, right? That is actually steaming and breaking down these short ribs even more until we reach that 203 degrees. Okay, folks, so that's what we got. I'll see you guys once we hit 203 degrees. Okay, YouTube, we are back. So what I want to do is show you where we're at right now. We are at the cutting board. We reached 203 degrees internally on our beef short ribs. This is where we're at. So in 30 minutes, I'm going to pull this off and we're going to do the unveiling. And I'm going to show you how I'm going to serve up these awesome beef short ribs. I'll see you guys in about 30 minutes. Okay, YouTube, we are back. So I want to show you the final product of our smoked beef short ribs on the Gateway Drum Smoker. So we've been sitting on the cutting board now for about 30 minutes. Let's do the unveiling and see what we have here. Now this has been a total cook time of about 5.5 hours. 3 hours of smoking and then 2.5 hours of braising. So here's what we got, folks. These things look amazing. Okay, as you can see, beautiful bark. Let's check for tenderness. Let's get one off real quick. Oh yes, look at that, folks. Look at that. Tenderness right through the bone. This is what it's all about, folks. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drain this juice and then I'll show you in just a second how we're gonna serve these beautiful short ribs up. Okay, YouTube, we are back. So I just wanted to finish this video showing you how we do smoked beef short ribs on D-Ski grills. We put it on a bed of rice. We use those veggies we use as part of the braising sauce. And we put it all together, man, to have one awesome meal. So if you like what we're doing, please subscribe to my channel. Let others know what D-Ski Grills is up to. And as always, at D-Ski Grills, grilling is not a pastime, it's a passion. You enjoy the rest of your day, YouTube. Thanks for joining me.